Yes, people. Welcome back to another episode of Lion in the Room. I enjoy doing this, man. I'm your host, Leo Edochie Snr, and it's been a great one, man. I've been enjoying the holiday. July's gone. We're back in August now. Whew, so it's great, man. It's kind of hot in here, but let's not worry about that. Today I got a special guest. The big lion is here. I'd like to introduce my dad. Welcome back to the podcast. How you doing? How are you feeling?
Thank you very much. You're growing to become a big lion as well.
Thank you. We have to start somewhere, right? We all start from somewhere. And with you, I'd say like you've been receiving your accolades, and it's something that you deserve because you've worked hard. And it's something you always emphasize, hard work. Hard work is important for every person that's trying to be diligent in their craft.
Yeah.
And when did you truly understand how important hard work was going to be in your life?
Well, certainly not while I was in school. I mean, as a much younger person, rascally, truants, trying to have fun. But Grandpa always drummed it in our ears. Nothing beats hard work. At some point, you need to sit back and tell yourself, you know what? I need to start working hard.
That's
And
true.
that's it. And that actually came a couple of years after I left school, right? And it became necessary for one to more or less, refocus, kind of, because as you're getting older, certain realities begin to creep in,
True.
right? Now, what are those realities? You need to be stable. You need to settle down. You need to have your home. You need to get married. You need to start having kids. And these realities, more or less open your eyes to the fact that there should be a shift from where you are, what you're doing, right, to something more focused that it's going to give you greater, achievable, realizable goals. And that's it. So a couple of years after leaving school, I found myself, thinking more in that regards. And that's just it.
That's good. I like that, because the way you call it realities, you can also say they are responsibilities. Being the oldest child as well. We can both relate to that. Being the oldest, you already have innate responsibilities, and for you to be able to, let's say, take care of those things, you must be hardworking because it actually requires it.
A lot of it.
A lot of responsibilities don't come easy, and with them in your corner, you have to work hard. You have to probably do a lot more than other people. You don't always have to be, just the first child, but any person that wants to work hard, any person that respects what is given to them or what's trusted, what they can be trusted with, they will work hard.
Yeah.
And, going into hard work, you can say that you and mommy have worked hard. We've all worked hard, and we've all graduated from school now. So I wanted to ask you, as a father, what does that feel like for your kids to be done now and they can go into the world fully prepared?
I am a proud dad. Very proud. I feel so accomplished. I keep referring to my dad, Grandpa, because he set the tone for what we are all doing today.
Yeah.
He always used to emphasize that his legacy are his kids. He never joked with his family. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So seeing all three of you done with school, oh God, I can't thank God enough. I must be honest with you, because it's not easy going into school, being able to bend down and study, focus, and come out. No. A lot of people dropped by the wayside. I'm sorry about that, but
It's
you
true.
guys never give us, any form of concern in that regards. And I'm happy. Your mom is happy. All the guys are happy. Everybody, your entire family, grandma, grandpa, friends have all been sending me messages, congratulating. And all I can say is, God, I thank you.
That's good. That's really good. We give God all the glory. And it's true, we had to sit down and really focus. But at the same time, we can't overlook the support that you guys gave us, the support that you guys continually give us, sacrifices that are made to come over here, the sacrifices that are made to put your head down and work as well. We have to acknowledge that, and we're very grateful for it. So it's a full circle moment, like I talked about the last episode. It's a full circle moment because we can truly see everything that we've done, everything God's done for us as well, and what it has led us to.
Yeah.
So it's great. It's great. But we can also say that it gives you a lot more time to relax now, just a bit more time, even if it's just a tiny little bit, and you can kind of focus on actually just being the celebrity golfer.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a bit more about that. If you had to choose the next place to travel and play golf, where would you go to?
I'll be going to the United States,
Ooh,
Augusta.
okay. Yeah.
Augusta is the famous golf course.
Augusta.
Yeah, Augusta is the famous golf course for the Masters.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'm making arrangements to play in Augusta now. I have a few friends of mine who are based in the States. You know, they go there from time to time, and they've put in my name in the slots, and I'm
Nice.
hoping that it should come out any minute from now. And if it does, then I'm heading to Augusta.
Lovely. Talking about the Masters course now, you've already played in one of the Master courses here in the UK, the Shire Golf Club. Their Master course is actually something I got to see. It was lovely. We went there together. But I wanted to know, what's the club like, in your opinion? And tell us a bit about the Master course.
Well, first of all, imposing, right? Because, it's exquisite, it's large, right? And it has everything that makes it a master course or a master's course. The hazards, the lakes, the long par fives, right? And the entire ambience. You see, playing it was a humbling experience. Humbling in the sense that, I've played a couple of other courses, but finding myself there, I kind of, I began to feel the weight of the professionals who actually play there. We played there with buggies, with golf carts.
Yeah.
And yet it was tiring. But these guys actually walk the entire course. And sometimes every day for 3-4 days. So that takes a lot of energy. A whole lot of energy, mental strength. You need to be strong from hole 1 to hole 18. So I kind of felt, I'm not a professional, but I felt the weight, especially when for every hole you needed to cross the lake. I lost a couple of balls, and by the time I played the second time, it was a lot better. But the thing is that the first time, there'll be a lot of pressure on you because you want to get it right. You're not relaxed. So some swings of mine weren't exactly spot on. But in all, it's a humbling experience.
Great. That's great. Oh, man. Being able to play golf, I've come to understand that it's more of a mental game. A lot of people don't know that it's a game of the mind. Talk about that. Talk about that for a little bit.
All right. First of all, golf is the only sport that when you're about to start, your mind goes all the way to the end because you are playing 18 holes. So you're telling yourself, all right, there are 18 holes. In the event that I don't do well in a couple of holes, I should be able to recover
in the next one.
Exactly. So that's why it's very mental. You're already telling yourself, look, you need to be stealth-minded because you've got 18 holes to go. And you're also telling yourself, look, where are those holes that you must ensure you play well at? For instance, if you're very good at the par threes, right? You're already telling yourself, look, I'm not going to drop any point at the par threes. If it's your par fours, same thing. If you're a long driver hitter, then it's the par fives. Now, again, another reason why golf is very mental is because you need to have a game plan, right? A lot of the holes are not straight. Some are what they call a dog leg, to the left, to the right. So you have to decide whether to take the risks of flying across or maintaining the fairway. So it takes a toll on you mentally planning the strategy for the game. So that's what makes golf a very mental game.
Cool. Now I understand why you call it mentally demanding, because you really have to stay and think. You can't just lob the ball in. But even when you think, you end up missing some shots or losing some balls. Talk about when you lose balls, because I can imagine you go through all sorts of emotions, probably even like some comical ones. You just laugh at yourself when you make the wrong shot.
All right. First of all, you're advised not to overthink. Don't stay too long on the ball, because when you do, you have a complexity of swings. A couple of seconds, take your shot.
Yeah.
Right? You will get it. Now, when you lose balls, there's a tendency to get frustrated.
I mean, yeah, of course, I would.
Yes, because you're not just losing the ball, right? You're also recording 2 shots.
The shot you missed and the one you're going to take.
No.
Again?
It's called out of bounds, right? When you lose a ball or when it goes into a hazard, you either lose a shot or 2 shots. So it's not just the ball. So remember, golf is all about moving from the tee box to the green, right, with the least number of hits.
Yes. That's how you get your pars.
3, 4, 5. Exactly. So when you miss, right, and you lose a ball, you get a point or 2 added to you. But look at the flip side. I have a very good friend. As a matter of fact, my best friend, Uncle Biggie, he introduced me to golf. He's always advised, when you go to play a new course, don't go with new balls. He has a pack of they call it lake balls. Used balls that, the reason is simple. You're playing a course for the first time, a course you're not so used to. So the tendency of losing, I didn't listen to him. And I went to play the Shire with a lot of new balls, and I lost all of them.
You've lost all your new balls.
About 16 balls.
Yeah, so we just picked up.
Exactly. So by the time we went back there a second time, we were playing those balls. So Biggie, I will make that mistake again.
Big ups, Uncle Biggie. Yeah. You know your stuff. I don't know, man. I'd be I'd try to walk off the frustration and all of that, but I'd be really stressed if I was losing all my balls. I wasn't really getting the ball to where I wanted it to go, because you realize that, like, at the end of the day, you're just trying to get the ball to the hole. Whether it's flashy, whether it's straightforward, you just need the ball to get there. Sometimes you do start overthinking, or you're rushing, and you're just trying to lob it over, and you just watch your ball sink into the lake, and you're like, okay. But one thing I've come to understand is that, like, golf isn't really about hitting the longest shot. It's about making the next right shot. And the thing is that life actually feels a lot like that. We're going to be moving into our next segment, where I like to call it building something that lasts, And in life, it seems that when you do build something, create something, have something that starts from the ground up, it takes a while for it to get situated. It does take a while, that's right. And we can talk about your company. We can talk about Solotone Ventures, if you don't mind. I wanted to ask, now you started this company in 2005. Why did you decide to start your own company instead of working for someone else? Me personally, I just don't like the sound of working for someone else myself. At a certain point in my life, I know I need the experience and I'm open to learning that. But why did you choose that for yourself?
Well, likewise me, from when I was a lot younger, I've always wanted to be my own boss. And interestingly, I lived together with a friend who shared the same ideals. Biggie, right? Engineer, okay.
Biggie's everywhere,
Exactly. So we actually started working together, right? And that's where we instilled the discipline, right? And the fact that, look, we can do it. That's what gave rise to it. So because I've always, lost that whole idea of being my own man, being in charge, it wasn't such a problem for me. So the initial teething problems you have when you're setting up a company, when you're starting off, I took them all within my strides, and I knew that, look, what I'm doing is for the long term. So whatever challenges, I experienced then at the beginning were just startup challenges, and that's it. So I knew I needed to set up something, right, that will last. Yeah, something that years and years down the line, I'll be able to sit back and look and smile and say, yes, this is my creation, and that's it. So the fact that I always wanted to be on my own, and I learned that a lot of hard work goes into starting up something, especially when you're looking at a long-term creation. And that's it.
I like that. And now you can look at Solotone and how it's growing, expanding, and you're truly happy because it started off as a dream, started off as a plan, and you have brought it into fruition. We give God all the glory, and we thank God that you were able to work hard as well, because that's what's needed. That's what's needed. How do you earn people's trust in business? How?
By being steadfast, diligent, earnest. Because the people who you come across, right, they want to see a hardworking, diligent, earnest person. Nobody wants to do business with someone who is crooked. So you need to be honest, because the people who you're doing business with are looking forward to a continuous relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And they can only get into a continuous relationship if the element of trust is there. So if you're not an honest entrepreneur, you probably just have one-offs. But if people see you as some honest person
Mm-hmm.
who they can trust, then they look forward to, greater and regular businesses with you.
Healthier businesses, yeah. I like that. I truly understand. But I have to ask, because it seems like a lot of times morals and principles of life tend to seep into other aspects, businesses or communities or things where some people would come out to say, well, I don't need to go as far as doing that, building loyalties with companies. Why would I need to do that? For example, if I know there's going to be another company that might offer me something better or something more, But as you said, we would have to kind of build trust with some companies to be able to do good business with them.
Yeah.
Why do some of those principles seep into? Why do you think some of those principles
There
seep
should
into?
be morality in everything you do,
Mm,
right? I mean, morality. Conscience.
yeah.
You need to have a conscience. You need to understand that, look at the golden rule. Do unto others as you have others do unto you. So in whatever it is you're doing in business, as in life, they must go hand in hand.
Okay.
Morality, conscience. You need to have a conscience,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you're going into a relationship with someone, a partnership, you need to know that, look, you have to play your part right, because you're expecting your partner to play his part right. You wouldn't expect not to play your part while your partner played. No, it doesn't go that way. So it's a combination that needs to merge together for you to achieve and attain success in business.
Okay. I understand and I agree. Now, what's harder, starting a business or keeping it alive for decades?
Keeping it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to start could just be by an accident of faith. Something happens, or you find yourself in a situation and you end up starting a business,
Mm-hmm.
Probably a one-off, construction business or a one-off procurement, but sustaining it and keeping it afloat, that's the real McCoy. Because you have to pull a whole lot into it. Remember, you will make mistakes. You're human. Are you going to give up? No. Will you learn from your mistakes? Yes. So starting is not so much of a problem. Sustaining it and keeping it alive, that's where the problem lies. It takes a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hard work, diligence, persistence, honesty, trust in God, the entire works.
And a strong mind as well to push yourself.
Of course.
Because
You
those
must have a strong mind for you to be persistent.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I agree. Now, I'll ask you a random one. The name Solotone, I've always wondered, me personally, how did you get the name Solotone? I know, for our other work, I know the initials and things like that, but for Solotone Global Ventures, why was that? How did you come about that name?
Interesting. Your mom.
Really? Solotone?
Yes. Solotone is a combination. Well, she picked it from three people's names.
Okay.
Her late father, bless his soul, Solomon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. My name, Leo, and her name, Theodora.
Solotone.
She coined it. She coined it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask.
Yeah.
So, because I can see the T, the T, the E, like the L. You have that.
It's her package. She thought it out, right? So what I did was I registered it as a limited liability company, because by 2005 we already had you guys. Remember, your last brother, last child was born in 2005. So I got all three of you, and her, of course, as executive directors. Yeah, but she's the brainchild of Solotone.
That's cool. Soul Tone is a unique name. It's a very
Very,
unique
very.
name, honestly. And it's good to know that there's meaning, there's deeper meaning in it. It's always good to know that in all of these company names or their foundings, there's always something deeper about how it was brought together.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh man, we can move on. That's great. Yes, guys. This is Lion in the Room, and I am your host, Leo Edochie Jr. Thank you for being with us. If you are enjoying this episode, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let people know that let people know that we're sharing boldness and we're spreading some good message, man. I'm here with my dad, and enjoy, man. We'll be moving into the next segment, and it's a deeper one. The things that men don't talk about. And with Pops, I know that you're a strong man. I know that not as though you push your emotions to the side, but you're able to acknowledge things and you're able to acknowledge what's most important so that you don't find yourself waning and you're not going off on a tangent in life. But I want to ask, what do you think men struggle to admit?
All right. As a father, a family man, the head of a home, most men struggle to admit their fears.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what are those fears? When things are not going right, they mustn't go right. You're not Jesus Christ. You're a human being. So most men tend to bottle up, right? Because they don't want their spouses, their family, their kids to know the pains that they are going through. It's a typical man's thing. Just like what they say when someone passes, the woman is crying, but the man bottles it up. So most men tend to bottle up the pain that they go through in trying to provide for their families. Some go out there, get insulted. Some go out there, get abused. Some go out there, get cursed. But they have to bottle it all in, come back home, and be cheerful because you don't want your family to see it. That's why, the man is carrying everybody on his shoulders.
I feel that, a lot of times we do suffer from just fear in general, fear of so many things. What you've mentioned sounds like a fear of inadequacy, feeling as though you're not able to provide for the household, you're not able to even take care of yourself, you're not able to hold on to the responsibilities that God has given you or the responsibilities that you're faced with in life. And it's something that a lot of people either run away from or react to negatively or just crumble on the inside. That's how people get, all these mental health problems and issues, well, part of them at least. And I truly understand what you're saying, as people, we still, as men, a lot of times we bottle these feelings inside and it affects us, when we don't do anything about it. And it can be a serious problem, bottling up those fears, but being able to push past it is probably the one thing that people need to know. I would say that's paramount, Have you ever felt like you had to be strong when you didn't feel strong? I mean,
Yes.
you work all the time,
Yes.
you come back, things aren't going your way, but you still had to choose to be strong.
Yes. You need to choose to be strong, one, for yourself, then for the family that you're carrying. Remember, if you break down, what happens?
Okay, yeah, I
So
actually
you
have
need to be very strong.
Yeah.
So while you're trusting in God and believing God, you need to be strong. The race actually is to remain alive and healthy. You know why? Because whenever you're pursuing something, right, you need to keep waking up tomorrow. So you have to be strong.
But
You don't let it weigh you down.
Mm.
Because if something weighs you down so much, you can crack up.
So who should these men confide in? Now, as a family man, you have a wife, you confide in your wife, right? You want to believe you have a good wife that will support you, not undermine you for these problems. Because then I believe a lot of people suffer from that. You're not necessarily going to go to your kids and tell them of the problems. They will just start to fear what they don't understand, right? But for a young man who has who doesn't have that, who can he confide in?
In your parents. You, your sister, your brother confide in us.
No. You know, don't use us as an example, because I believe that, like, that's what we always try to
Now,
talk of.
every young person
Mhm.
should have parents.
Good
Now,
parent.
the saying goes that your parents are the only ones who truly want you, not just to succeed, but to surpass them.
Yes.
So naturally, they're your first leaning, because they shouldn't judge you. They should be able to, listen to you and tell you where you're going wrong.
True.
Listen to you and encourage you and give you hope, because they are older. They brought you into the world. They want you to go far. Now, when your parents are not there, right, then you need to have one or two friends, real, genuine friends that you can actually talk to. Because a lot of friends are not genuine. But, be that as it may, you must be able to confide in someone and talk with the person. Not someone who is going to make mockery of you, but someone who will listen to you, understand your pain, and is willing, do you understand, to really, really, really digest it and rub minds with you to come up with the best possible solutions.
Exactly that. I agree. Just needed to kind of bring that up, because, a lot of people don't have really, really good parents. You have parents who have had bad things happen to them, problems. Everybody goes through problems. But like you said, put your head down. You need to be persistent and push past. But unfortunately, a lot of people are not able to do that, or chose not to do that. And their children suffer for it, So at that point, you can't necessarily confide in your dad, who is letting the world beat him down and choosing not to stand back up. And you see the mom who's
Then you
also
should
watching the
have
father.
one or two friends,
True.
genuine friends.
True. People that will help them, people who are also looking to grow and improve as you are, not just people that would mock you, as you said. Truly agree with you on that one. I truly agree with you on that one. If anything, now, just what's something you wish someone had told you at 25? Let's say 25 years.
Well, I was told everything, right? Yeah, I got the best of advice from my parents, your grandparents. I'll rather rephrase it and say, what should I have listened to or practiced at 25 a lot earlier to be more steadfast and focused? When you're steadfast and focused, it doesn't stop you from doing the things that young people do, but it's just a matter of knowing how to manage your time, understanding the priorities. And that's it, because most young people find it difficult to prioritize. That was my problem. Not knowing, what to put out first. I could have still gone for parties. I could have still, had my usual hangout with friends. But then to be able to prioritize and know that, okay, after all that, you need to still do this.
Yeah.
I'll give you a typical instance. Grandpa always used to say then, I wouldn't stop you or ask you not to go for parties, but go for parties with people who share common positive ideals. People who will look at their time and say, listen, guys, it's getting late. We need to go because we have classes in the morning. And not people who will not bother looking at the time and party way into the wee hours of the morning, right? Get back, then sleep all through and not be able to attend classes, which is primarily why you were sent to school.
Yeah, sure.
Do you understand? So what I'm saying is, in effect is, well, God has been good. God has been fantastic. Everything has turned out right. But I wish I was able to prioritize better a lot earlier. Who knows? I mean, maybe, things would have been a lot better. I don't know. But it's all about priorities, getting your priorities right.
Wow. You've heard it here, guys. Even through challenges, you still need to be able to push past. And when you look back at your life and you see the things you didn't do, you still have an opportunity to do them the next day.
Of course.
As long as you're alive, as long as God gives you breath, you're able to continue to improve in your life. And there will be people that will guide you. Sometimes it may not be the people that God has put you with, your family, your parents, but there will be someone that you can learn from, and you have the opportunity to choose to live a good life and choose to live a fantastic life. And that's great, man. Those are some fantastic words. So now we can probably just talk about some casual stuff, regular things. Let's chill for a little bit. For you as a person, what's something you enjoy doing? How do you enjoy spending time on your ones like a hobby?
Well, as you can see, playing golf. Listen, golf is life.
Mm-hmm.
Golf gives you everything. It gives you the exercise bit because you're walking about, you're swinging. Golf is fantastic when it comes to camaraderie, right? Golf provides avenue for networking.
Mm-hmm.
And with golf too, you get to sit back and relax after the game, which what golfers call the whole night in. You get to sit down, eat, have a drink, whatever it is you drink, some beers, spirits, and unwind, laugh over the game, right? And talk about life with friends. So golf presents you with, in my words, a total package.
A total package.
Yes. So having discovered golf, I keep thanking God, and I thank my my good friend and brother Biggie for introducing me to golf. Golf is everything. You can be at work and it's not going as planned. Maybe a couple of things in just fitting in. You look forward to going to play golf, so you can take out the frustrations on golf.
Yeah.
Likewise, when everything is going well, you look forward to go and play golf and celebrate. So golf is all encompassing. And when you're playing golf, somehow you get to find solutions to a few things bothering you, either by raising the topic with your common friends, right? Or by having the opportunity, while you're hitting the ball, to think about it better, especially when you're trying to strategize. Oh, let me go this way, let me send my ball that way so I could connect from that way. Before you know it, something hits you. Wow, this is actually what I should have done, or this is what I should do about this problem. So golf, that's how I relax, that's how I unwind.
Okay, then. That's cool. That's okay. So where's the next place for the celebrity golfer? Where are you heading to next? You've come down, you've gone to Maidenhead, you've played at the courses at the Python. Where are you going to now? Augusta in the US?
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, wow. Have you seen anything about the course before?
Fantastic. It's a master's course. It has all the hazards, and I hear it's bigger than the Shire. Right. I look forward to go there. I also look forward to play at St Andrews in Scotland. That's where golf originated from.
Golf originated in Scotland?
Yeah, St Andrews. So those are my the two dreams that I have right now.
Okay, that's great. Well, you've heard it here, guys. That's everything for today. I am your lion in the room. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. At the end of the day, to summarize everything, as a person, as long as you want to work hard, you should know that there are going to be trials. There are going to be challenges.
Of course.
Responsibilities, the things that you've been given, the things that you trust yourself with, they're going to be hard to maintain anyways. There's nothing easy that has a great reward. I think so. So continue to try, continue to push, or if anything, continue to do. Don't try, because sometimes when you try, you feel like you didn't try hard enough anyway. So do with all your might, and continue to learn from myself, continue to learn from my dad, because honestly, this is a man that has worked hard and he's living well. God has done everything for us, and you have to believe. You have to truly believe that you can achieve all these things. You have to believe that you can achieve all these things, and I believe you will make progress. At the end of the day, you may not be where you want to be today or tomorrow, but you're gradually taking the steps to where you're going to be in life.
Of course.
So, Pops, any final words? Anything you want to say?
Well, like I always say, if waking up, life is a blessing. So if you keep waking up, then God is not done with you yet. So what it means is every day you wake up, you pray. I say my rosary every day I wake up. I'm with my rosary in my pocket right now. When I pray, I thank God for the day. And I commit that day into God's hands. And I tell God, take charge.
Amen.
I go, I return. It's all about you. In my businesses, you. all my dealings, you. And that's it. So cast all your burdens on God.
Mm-hmm.
And, you'll never go wrong. Things might not work out exactly as you expect them, but they will eventually work out. If you believe in God, then it means that however it turns out is how God wants it. And it's primary for you to think and believe that way. And that's my slogan. And finally, it's always a pleasure sitting down here, being a guest in your podcast.
Thank you.
Lying
Thank
in the
you.
room. I remember what Grandpa said, was it in December thereabouts, when he was, Thompson asked him a question about how
Oh, yes.
how glad he is, yes, and he said he is your original lion. So like I said, you guys are from the stock of lions. I mean, you have your grandpa, who is the original lion, you have your father, who is a lion, and here you are lying in the room. So
thank you.
We're all lions and proud lions as well. So
that's all it is, man. That's all it is. Even if your life feels small, even if the things around you feel minuscule, it is going to get bigger.
Exactly.
And the Lord has a plan for you.
Exactly.
Don't lose faith, people, and do not stop working hard. Continue to stay bold, and remember that we're not the only lions here, man.
Exactly.
There's a lion on the other side of that screen, man. Take care, guys. God bless you. Peace. This is the end of our episode.
Okay.
Take care.
Peace and love.